Gentlemen, if you're getting up multiple times at night, feeling that urgent need, or just not emptying fully, you know how frustrating prostate issues can be. For years, the usual solutions were prescription meds or surgery. But what if one simple, natural food in your kitchen could help reduce prostate enlargement and ease those annoying symptoms? Today we'll cover 5 nuts with remarkable benefits for prostate health, and I'll reveal the number 1 nut you should eat daily. But first, a quick prostate refresher. This walnut-sized gland sits below your bladder and wraps around the urethra. Its job? Produce fluid for semen. As men age, the prostate can enlarge, a condition called BPH. This can pinch the urethra, causing frequent urges to urinate even after going, weak stream or dribbling, nocturia, weaking multiple times at night. If untreated, it can lead to inflammation, prostatitis, or worsen your quality of life. The good news, you have control. Regular activity and smart nutrition, like the 5 nuts we'll discuss, can make a big difference. All right, let's begin with nut number 5. Almonds, the cellular protectors. Almonds might look simple, but when it comes to prostate health, they're far more powerful than most men realize. Inside each almond lies a unique combination of vitamin E, magnesium, zinc, and plant sterols, nutrients your prostate depends on to stay calm, balanced, and inflammation-free. One of my longtime patients, Mr. Howard, age 67, came to me frustrated by the usual nightly interruptions. He was up 2 to 3 times every night, tired all day, and said, "Dr. Carter, I just want 1 full night's sleep again." Instead of another prescription, we started small. I asked him to make 1 change, swap his afternoon cookie snack for a small handful of raw almonds. 6 weeks later, his face told the story before his words did. He was sleeping through the night again, with fewer urges and a steadier stream. What happened wasn't magic, it was science. You see, almonds are rich in phytosterols, natural plant compounds that help regulate the conversion of testosterone into DHT, the hormone that drives prostate enlargement. Too much DHT makes your prostate cells multiply faster, which leads to swelling and that frustrating pressure on your bladder. By naturally slowing that conversion, almonds help keep your prostate size and symptoms in check. But that's not all. Almonds are also packed with magnesium, a mineral that keeps the smooth muscles around your bladder and urethra relaxed. That means less tension, better flow, and more comfort during urination. Meanwhile, the vitamin E in almonds acts like a shield, protecting delicate prostate tissue from oxidative damage and inflammation, 2 of the biggest triggers behind swelling and discomfort. And for energy, almonds deliver steady, slow-burning fuel that helps maintain testosterone balance and vitality throughout the day. No sugar spikes, no afternoon crashes. If you're wondering how to make this simple habit part of your day, here's my professional recommendation. Eat 10 to 15 raw, unsalted almonds daily. Avoid roasted or salted versions. Heat and sodium can destroy some of the key nutrients your prostate thrives on. You can soak them overnight for easier digestion, or add sliced almonds over your morning oatmeal or Greek yogurt. Even better, pair almonds with the source of vitamin C, like a few fresh blueberries or an orange slice, to help your body absorb the antioxidants more effectively. For most men, small habits like this add up fast. After just a few weeks, patients often report stronger flow, fewer nighttime interruptions, and a surprising boost in daily energy. The best part? Almonds aren't just working on your prostate. They're helping your heart, blood vessels, and brain at the same time, because good circulation supports everything, including confidence, stamina, and overall vitality. And speaking of circulation, the next nut on our list is famous for doing exactly that. It doesn't just help your prostate, it helps your entire vascular system perform better from head to toe. Let's talk about nut number 4, walnuts, and why I call them nature's circulation boosters in a shell. Nut number 4, walnuts, the circulation booster your prostate loves.
If almonds are the calm protectors of your prostate, then walnuts are the circulation champions. These brain-shaped nuts don't just look smart, they act smart inside your body, especially when it comes to improving blood flow, reducing inflammation, and supporting prostate health naturally. Let me share a quick story. One of my patients, Mr. Raymond, 71, used to tell me, "Doc, I can deal with the bathroom trips, but it's the fatigue and loss of drive that really get to me." Like many older men, he didn't just want comfort, he wanted his vitality back. I asked him a simple question. "Do you eat any nuts regularly?" He laughed. "Only the ones on my ice cream." We made a small but powerful change. He started adding a handful of raw walnuts to his breakfast 3 days a week. 3 months later, his blood pressure was lower, his stamina was better, and he said something I'll never forget. "Dr. Carter, I feel like my engine's finally running smoother again." That's exactly what walnuts do. They help your body's internal engine work more efficiently. Here's why. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. These healthy fats help reduce the inflammation that quietly irritates and enlarges your prostate over time. They also improve endothelial function. That's how well your blood vessels expand and contract. In simpler terms, walnuts make your arteries more flexible, which means better circulation, not just to your heart and brain, but to the lower regions responsible for urinary function and intimacy. And it doesn't stop there. Walnuts are loaded with L-arginine, an amino acid your body uses to create nitric oxide, the same compound that relaxes blood vessels and supports stronger, smoother flow. That's why many men notice a subtle yet real improvement in their confidence and stamina after a few weeks of regular walnut consumption. But here's the part most men overlook. Walnuts also contain oleic acid and polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, the unstable molecules that damage prostate cells and speed up aging. In several studies, these compounds have been linked to lower prostate-specific antigen levels and reduce markers of inflammation in men over 60. And if you're watching your weight or cholesterol, there's even better news. Despite being calorie-dense, walnuts can actually improve your lipid profile, lowering LDL, bad cholesterol, and supporting better blood sugar control, both crucial for prostate and heart health. Now here's how to make walnuts work for you. Eat 5 to 7 raw walnut halves per day. Avoid candied or salted varieties. Pair them with foods high in vitamin C, like citrus or berries, to enhance nitric oxide activity. You can sprinkle them over oatmeal, blend into a smoothie, or eat them with a few slices of apple as a mid-afternoon snack. Mr. Raymond still keeps his little jar of walnuts on his kitchen counter. He says it reminds him that consistency, not complexity, is what builds lasting results. And that's true for all of us, because when your circulation improves, your prostate gets the steady, oxygen-rich blood flow it needs to heal, function, and stay balanced. Now, if walnut strengthens circulation, the next nut does something even more remarkable. It helps regulate hormones that directly affect prostate size and function. This next one is small, but its impact is massive. Let's move to nut number 3, pumpkin seeds, the hormone balancer and natural protector.
Welcome to the new planning.
Nut number 3, pumpkin seeds, the hormone balancer and natural protector. If almonds calm inflammation and walnuts boost circulation, pumpkin seeds bring something entirely different to the table. They rebalance hormones and directly protect your prostate from enlargement. For years, men have overlooked these small green seeds, thinking of them only as a crunchy snack. But in my clinic, I call them nature's zinc capsules. Let me tell you about one of my patients, Mr. Ellis, 68 years old. He came in complaining about frequent nighttime urination and that constant feeling of pressure below the abdomen. He'd tried saw palmetto supplements before, but didn't notice much change. Instead of adding another pill, I suggested something simpler. Every evening, after dinner, he'd eat 2 tablespoons of raw pumpkin seeds, not roasted, not salted, just natural. 6 weeks later, he told me something surprising. He said, "Dr. Carter, I'm finally sleeping through the night again. I can't remember the last time that happened." Here's why those tiny seeds made such a big difference. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest natural sources of zinc, a trace mineral absolutely essential for maintaining healthy testosterone levels and proper prostate function. As men age, zinc levels naturally drop. When that happens, an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase becomes overactive, converting too much testosterone into dihydrotestosterone, a hormone that triggers prostate growth. Too much DHT means more swelling, more pressure, and more frustrating symptoms. But here's the good news. Pumpkin seeds contain phytosterols and zinc, which together block that overactive enzyme. The result? DHT levels come down, inflammation eases, and your prostate can finally start to relax. It's like turning down the volume on the hormonal noise that's been irritating your gland for years. But that's not all. Pumpkin seeds also carry magnesium, vitamin E, and antioxidants that protect prostate cells from oxidative stress, the same kind of cellular stress that over time can lead to more serious prostate issues. In a 2021 study published in the Journal of Urology Research, men with BPH who took pumpkin seed extract daily experienced fewer nighttime bathroom trips, improved urinary flow, and lower prostate volume over just 12 weeks. And here's what's even more remarkable. Those benefits came without medication or side effects. Now, you don't need fancy extracts to get results. Whole, raw pumpkin seeds work beautifully when eaten regularly. Here's how to use them effectively. Eat 2 tablespoons, about 30 grams, of raw or lightly roasted pumpkin seeds daily. Avoid salted or flavored varieties. Sodium and sugar can counteract the benefits. Combine them with foods rich in vitamin C, like tomatoes or bell peppers, to improve zinc absorption. You can sprinkle them on salads, add them to smoothies, or even mix them into oatmeal for a crunchy, nutritious boost. And if you want to make it easy, keep a small jar of pumpkin seeds on your kitchen counter. That little habit can make a big difference in your hormone balance and urinary comfort. Mr. Ellis still sends me an email every few months to say, "Still sleeping through the night, doc. No pills, no problem." That's what natural consistency does. Pumpkin seeds don't just manage symptoms, they help restore balance inside your body. Now, if pumpkin seeds work from the inside by balancing hormones, the next nut works from the outside in, protecting your prostate cells at the deepest level. It's a rich, creamy nut packed with plant compounds that can actually shield your gland from oxidative stress and DNA damage. Let's move to nut number 2, Brazil nuts, the cellular shield for your prostate. Nut number 2, Brazil nuts, the cellular shield for your prostate. If almonds fight inflammation, walnuts improve circulation, and pumpkin seeds balance hormones, then Brazil nuts serve as your cellular bodyguard. These rich, creamy nuts contain one of the most powerful yet underrated prostate protectors in nature, selenium. Let me explain why this trace mineral is so critical and how just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day can create a remarkable defense shield for your prostate cells. A few years ago, I treated a 72-year-old retired teacher named Mr. Donovan. He was the kind of man who ate relatively healthy, exercised often, and took pride in staying active. But he came to me after noticing some discomfort and irregular PSA readings. Instead of immediately jumping to prescriptions, we looked at his diet. It turned out he was severely low in selenium, a common issue for older men. So I asked him to do something very simple. "Mr. Donovan, start eating 2 Brazil nuts every morning, just 2. No salt, no chocolate coating, no roasting." 6 months later, his PSA levels stabilized, his inflammation markers dropped, and he told me he felt calmer, more energetic, and more confident overall. That's the magic of selenium. You see, selenium is a micronutrient with a massive impact. It acts like a cellular bodyguard, neutralizing oxidative stress, the same process that ages your cells and can lead to prostate enlargement or even abnormal growth over time. In fact, studies from Harvard and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have found that men with higher selenium levels have up to 50% lower risk of developing prostate problems compared to those who are deficient. But here's the key. Your body doesn't make selenium on its own. And with modern soil depletion, most foods today contain less of it than they used to. That's where Brazil nuts shine. Just one single Brazil nut can provide your entire daily requirement of selenium, sometimes even more. But moderation is essential. Eating too many can give you excess selenium, which you don't want. So remember this golden rule: 1 to 2 Brazil nuts per day. That's it. That's all it takes to strengthen your prostate's antioxidant defenses, support testosterone production, and enhance overall vitality. Brazil nuts also contain magnesium, vitamin E, and healthy fats that improve blood flow and reduce inflammation throughout your body. Together, these compounds make your prostate environment resilient, less inflamed, and better protected against oxidative stress. Now, here's a quick insider tip. To get the most out of Brazil nuts, pair them with a small source of vitamin C, like an orange slice or kiwi. This combination helps your body better utilize selenium and vitamin E for maximum protection. Mr. Donovan still eats his 2 Brazil nuts each morning, and every year his checkups come back strong. No medication, no procedures, just the power of consistency and natural nutrients. So, if you want to fortify your prostate on a cellular level, Brazil nuts are your go-to ally. But we're not done yet, because the next nut we'll discuss is one that improves circulation, vitality, and stamina, especially where men over 60 need it most. It's the nut that can help reignite your energy, performance, and confidence. Let's move on to nut number 1, pistachios, the energy and circulation booster for men over 60. Nut number 1, pistachios, the energy and circulation booster for men over 60. Gentlemen, if Brazil nuts are your cellular shield, pistachios are your blood flow and vitality engine. These vibrant green nuts aren't just a tasty snack. They are scientifically proven to support circulation, stamina, and even erectile function in older men. Here's the story. A 67-year-old patient, Mr. Reynolds, came to me frustrated. He was active, exercised moderately, but noticed his energy and performance were slipping, especially in the bedroom. Instead of immediately prescribing medications, we examined his diet. We added a simple, daily habit: 30 grams of unsalted pistachios every morning. 3 weeks later, he reported something remarkable: steadier energy, improved endurance, and better morning circulation. Even his doctor noticed measurable improvements in vascular function. So why do pistachios work so effectively? Pistachios are rich in arginine, a powerful amino acid that your body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the molecule responsible for relaxing blood vessels, improving circulation, and ensuring that oxygen-rich blood reaches every part of your body, including areas critical for male vitality. For men over 60, natural nitric oxide production declines. This contributes to reduced stamina, sluggish blood flow, and common age-related erectile difficulties. By adding pistachios to your diet, you can naturally support nitric oxide production without medications, injections, or pills. But there's more. Pistachios also contain monounsaturated fats, which reduce arterial stiffness and improve heart health. Vitamin B6, vital for hormone balance and energy metabolism. Potassium, which helps maintain healthy blood pressure and proper muscle function. Clinical research backs this up. A study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that men who added pistachios to their daily diet for 3 weeks experienced significant improvements in erectile function, blood flow, and overall sexual satisfaction. That's right. A simple, natural nut can restore confidence and vitality without pharmaceuticals. Here's how to incorporate them easily. Morning snack: 30 grams, about a small handful of unsalted pistachios with your oatmeal or yogurt. Smoothie booster: blend pistachios into your morning smoothie for a creamy, nutrient-dense start. Pre-workout fuel: their combination of protein, healthy fats, and arginine supports both endurance and recovery. A quick tip: choose unsalted, raw, or dry roasted pistachios. Avoid candy-coated or heavily salted versions, which add unnecessary sugar and sodium. After just a few weeks of this simple routine, many men notice stronger circulation in the legs and pelvic region, more stable morning erections, increased energy throughout the day, and improved overall confidence. Pistachios are the final piece of the puzzle, the natural solution that supports energy, circulation, and vitality. And now that we've covered all 5 nuts, almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, Brazil nuts, and pistachios, it's time to tie everything together. In the next section, I'll give you the final strategy to use these nuts for maximum prostate, circulation, and vitality benefits. A step-by-step routine that seniors over 60 can implement starting tomorrow morning. Gentlemen, you now have the full arsenal: almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, Brazil nuts, and pistachios, each supporting prostate health, circulation, and overall vitality. Here's the simplest daily routine. Breakfast, a handful of almonds or pumpkin seeds. Mid-morning, add walnuts to yogurt or oatmeal. Lunch, pre-workout, a few Brazil nuts. Afternoon, pistachios for circulation and stamina. And evening, optional, any nut of your choice, in moderation. Why it works. These nuts provide amino acids, healthy fats, minerals, and antioxidants, reducing inflammation, improving blood flow, and calming prostate swelling naturally. Consistency matters more than quantity. Expect fewer nighttime bathroom trips, stronger urinary flow, improved pelvic circulation, better energy, focus, and confidence. Your challenge? Pick your first nut tomorrow morning, add it to your routine, and notice the difference in weeks. Aging doesn't steal strength. Inaction does. Start today. Drop a comment. Which nut will you start with? And make sure to subscribe for more natural doctor-backed strategies for men over 60.